Starting off with the latest coming in first from Zimbabwe, where after days of political turmoil in the country following a takeover by the Zimbabwe army, President Robert Mugabe has now been sacked by the ruling party as the party chief. Leaders of the party, which has been in power since Zimbabwe got freedom, decided now to replace the leader with the former Vice President Emmerson Mnangagwa. Reports also suggest that First Lady Grace Mugabe has been expelled from the party altogether. The decision was taken amid massive protests across various cities in the African nation calling for Mugabe's resignation. There has been no update on whether Mugabe is going to step down as the president of the nation. Mugabe is also slated to meet with the top army officials to reach a resolution to the ongoing political crisis. Let's go straight across now to WION's senior correspondent, Ramesh Ramachandran, who's been getting us the very latest, has been closely monitoring the developments. Ramesh, first up, Robert Mugabe has seen increasing resentment and opposition within his own quarters over the last few days after the military took charge and very interestingly continues to maintain that he will hold on to that position as president.
Well, Molly, what we're seeing now is essentially at the beginning of the end of the more than 37-year rule of Robert Mugabe. He came to power in April 1980, and for the first time it seems becoming more and more apparent that his continuance in power is becoming untenable, especially after his Zanu-PF Party, the Zimbabwe African National Union Patriotic Front, sacked him as the president. But that said, Molly, Mugabe still remains the president of Zimbabwe. It remains to be seen how he reacts in the hours to come. We are given to understand that he'll be meeting the top military leaders in Zimbabwe. But that said, the party has decided that he should not continue as a president. Instead, they have appointed his vice president, who was removed from his position a few days ago, as his successor. So all eyes now are on the military and Mugabe himself.
Right, stay with me please, Ramesh, hold that thought. Also getting in further perspectives on the broadcast from Robert Mugabe, who is the spokesperson of the Movement for Democratic Change in Zimbabwe, also former Deputy Minister of Justice and Legal Affairs there in the country. Good evening, sir. Appreciate your speaking with us here on WION. Your initial reaction to the turmoil. We've seen dramatic visuals of protesters hugging army leaders and also of protesters demanding that Mugabe resign immediately.
Good evening, listeners. Our position as the MDC is that these are, internal Zanu-PF issues. We obviously are just observing that. Mugabe has been recalled by his party. We have no free from. In fact, we don't sympathize with him. This man was a dictator. This man had ruined our lives, trashed the economy through a very brutal, corrupt kind of, rule. And look, we don't sympathize with him at all. Whether he's recalled or whatever, we have not prayed for him. And I would like to be very frank and say we have absolutely no sympathy for Robert Mugabe. It's a good riddance to bad rubbish.
So as we speak, no official announcement has come in from Robert Mugabe that he will be stepping down as president, but that does remain imminent, does it not, given the fact that he's now been sacked as the party chief as well, growing pressure for him to step down?
I have already said, I cannot tell you properly, but our position as the MDC is very clear, that this is an internal Zanu-PF issue. They have fired their dictator, their leader, who was a brutal dictator. We have no sympathy for Mugabe. In fact, we are celebrating his dismissal by his own party. That is our position as a party.
Sir, would you say that the army taking control and the vice president, the former vice president taking over taking over the reins of the party would mean a smooth transition?
Look, we are just hearing the news that Emmerson Mnangagwa has been, I don't know whether I should use the word appointed or whatever as the new leader of Zanu-PF. But like I said, these are internal Zanu-PF issues. So we are saying this is absolutely nothing to do with us. We are more concerned with the governance of the country. We are more concerned with the revival of the economy. We are more concerned with the observance and upholding of people's fundamental rights and liberties, the observance of the rule of law. That is what we observe. What we are more concerned about. We're just hearing that Emerson Mnangagwa replaces Mugabe as Zanu-PF leader. But like I said, this is an internal Zanu-PF issue over which we have no influence. What we are more concerned about is the issues to do with the governance of our country, the governance of Zimbabwe.
All right, Mr. Obad Gutu, a spokesperson of the Movement for Democratic Change in Zimbabwe, also former Deputy Minister of Justice and Legal Affairs there. Appreciate you speaking with us here on WION with those sentiments. Ramesh, that of course is just a sample of the resentment that we've seen escalating on ground through those dramatic visuals, Ramesh, of protesters, of members of the civil society hugging leaders of the army, hugging the soldiers. And as we speak, Ramesh, Grace Mugabe has been expelled from the party altogether. Robert Mugabe has been sacked as the party chief. As I was just questioning Mr. Ogutu as well on this, isn't it imminent that Robert Mugabe over the next few hours would no longer be president? And would this, according to you, mean a smooth transition as the former vice president takes charge?